home. Okay, we have some news. First of all, I still have some Rush Creek certificates. They're like a $20 bill. You can go over and spend $20. And I have books, several books, but I still have some of those. And last Tuesday, I got a phone call from the district superintendent, and she said, can we have a meeting at 7 o'clock Thursday? I said, yeah, that'd be fine. So I get on the phone and I call the whole committee, and every committee person on the pastor parish committee, they were able to come to the meeting on Thursday to meet our new pastor. And I want to thank all the support from all of the people that have been on the committee that have kind of helped me through this. My shoulders got a little tired. I made it more than I thought I needed to be, but I just felt like getting a new pastor was a real privilege to be a part of that, but also it was a kind of a difficult time for me and for our committee and for our church. So the first thing I'd like for you to do is take out a pen or a pencil. Do you have one? Get one. Okay, I want you to write a last name. R-O-Z-E-W-I-C-Z. Again. R-O-Z-E-W-I-C-Z. And I'm going to tell you how to pronounce it. Rosewick. Who would have guessed? I just thought, I said, what? He said, Rosewick. That's how you pronounce it. It's Polish, German, Russian. I mean, it's a mixture. But that's how you spell his last name, but you don't pronounce it that way. I got to meet his name. Our new pastor's name is Dewey John Rosewick. He doesn't like Dewey. It's Pastor John, and that's what he likes. And I have to say that when I met him, the excitement of coming here is over the top. He is so excited to be able to come to our church and to Big Springs. He has a wife named Shirley. She is a customer service rep in London, and she works with people a lot. So she was greeting everybody just like she was at work, just saying hello to everybody and making everybody know who she was. And they're just a real nice country folk. I think that you will learn to love him. I did the first meeting. It was just a comfortable setting for us with our meeting when we met with Mrs. Middelberg. And I think that it's going to be different, but it's going to be good. Trust me, it's going to be good. They have been married 6 years. He's never been married. She had been married one time, was a widow, and she has a grown son that's 24. She has a house in London. That's where her job is, that's where her house is, and that's where they live. He had a house. He sold everything when they got married. Now he has nothing. So now he said, well, I guess we're going to secondhand stores to buy some furniture for the parsonage, because he has nothing. He's going to be here 2 to 3 days a week, like staying overnight, and then they're going to work it out until she decides what she wants to do with her job. So she's going to be in London, and he's going to be here. He'll be here every day, but staying overnight will be at their discretion. But I think that you will enjoy him. He's not shy. He's informative. He said he's 7 of 8 children. He's the 7th of 8 children. His parents were Roman Catholic, and I didn't get to him. I thought, well, how did you get to be a Methodist? I didn't get to ask that, so we'll have to find that out when he gets here. But I think if you've ever had the feeling that you've been stalked, they've been coming here for the last 10, 12 days, just driving around looking at everything. They knew where they knew where Fields IGA was, and they knew where the post office was. And then they go over to Big Springs, and all they could say was, boy, there's a lot of railroad tracks going over to Big Springs. So you knew that they've been here, and they're just a joy. And I think that you can tell that the pressure is off of all of us. I think I want to thank all of the people of the church, of all the support that you've given me and the committee. And they've been awesome, just to show up when I ask them to on short notice and to ask the questions, and they did. And we went around the table, and they were able to talk about themselves, what the church meant to them, and gave him a feeling of who we are. And I think he has that from what the committee gave them. And even Mrs. Middelberg even said that she thanked them for letting him know who we are. And he's got a real good sampling of that. So I want to thank everybody for everything. And if you have any questions now, I can answer them. I mean, really, it's just brand new news that you have, and you may have to think about it. But if you've got a directory, my phone number is in there. Feel free to call me. If you think of something, think, gosh, I wish I would have asked her that. Please call me. I'll tell you what I know, which probably won't take very long. But I just wanted to let you know where we are. It's been an interesting 2 or 3 months coming to this point. But I asked Mrs. Middelberg after the meeting, I said, well, what do you think? And she said, he's so excited to come here. He loves our church. He just stood back there and stared. And it really looked pretty. And then to go to Big Springs, he's just excited. He's been a pastor with 3 charges. He's been busy. But I think that just to be settled in a home and be here and not have to drive all over the place other than Big Springs, I think that we will be pleased with who they have chosen for us. They called me on Tuesday, and I said, well, who is it? I can't tell you. Why not? I wanted to say, why not? But I didn't. I said, okay, I'll wait. So I met John, Pastor John. He likes that. He doesn't like Dewey. Trust me, he doesn't like Dewey. But I think that you will just be as pleased, and I hope we show the love and the acceptance to him and Shirley, as I know as a congregation we can do that.